bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP, coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other nigga got a hip and shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, hold don't even know how to act.
Ladies and
now.
gentlemen, welcome to TLC. This is the captain, and happy Saturday to you. Yes, I know you're all accustomed to seeing this thing on Friday, but I kind of basically decided that I want to go up a notch. I want to do something bigger and better and all this fun stuff. I want to do something that was, well, indeed, exactly what it meant to be. Big congrats goes out to a couple of teams who basically managed to sit here and move on to the next round. First off, it's the runner-up to the President's Trophy race, the Anaheim Ducks. And, of course, Special K, my broadcast partner, Big Keith's infamous New York Rangers managed to survive, once again, in overtime, against a shitty team, and missed the shittiest of them all, the Pittsburgh Penguins. But it's okay. Nobody's going to hold against it because they have advanced to the next round. Now, obviously, today is going to be big, too, because the Calgary Flames and Chicago Blackhawks, they both have a chance to sit here and actually move on and advance to the next round. Next round, Calgary still has a 3-2 series lead against the Vancouver Canucks. Chicago has a 3-2 lead against the Nashville Predators, who are starting to find their stride at the right time. And, of course, there is the Washington Capitals, who also have a shot to actually finish out their series as well. And Detroit and Tampa Bay, most likely they're going to be they're heading to 6 games just as much as the St. Louis Minnesota series is going to be heading to 6 games. That series is heading Game 5 today, but the Islanders have one shot to even this series up and send it back to DC for Game 7 and probably the biggest finale in the history of the Stanley Cup playoffs, as the Coliseum sees possibly its final playoff game in its illustrious life before they pull the plug on it, and just pull the plug on it literally ASAP. As far as the NBA goes, well, the Capitals are the only ones looking good right now. The Washington Wizards are basically giving DC another reason to sit here and cheer up, as they're up 3 games to none on the Toronto Raptors, who have yet to show up for the playoffs. Chicago and Milwaukee are still pretty much battling out, but Chicago's still getting the best of them at 3-0. Golden State Warriors have been having a cakewalk against the New Orleans Pelicans, and it's not a real easy task to say that they had a cakewalk. Houston has a 3-0 lead over Dallas, and Cleveland has a 3-0 lead over Boston. Guess what's going on today? That's right, folks. 1, 2, 3. Good chances to have some good fun, courtesies of the NBA. Cleveland will take on Boston with a chance to sweep that series in Beantown. Chicago will take on Milwaukee up there, and Mr. Team bring its backyard with a chance to sit here and sweep that series as well. Well, Atlanta will look to go up 3-0 over the Brooklyn. We go hard. But apparently they ain't going hard enough if they can't win it up tonight. And, of course, Memphis will take on Portland with a chance to get things done. And I'm pretty sure Portland's mascot is looking for some payback after getting an RKO out of nowhere, courtesies of the Grizz. And that's just all that matters right there, is just see exactly which mascot's going to be able to sit here and actually get better. Now, my advice to Blaze is this. Avoid the RKO, but by all means, any and all means, just literally sit there and grab one of those big giant tubs and chug it down, and then as soon try to make peace with the Grizz, offer a peace offering, and then as soon as he basically lets that guard down, kick that sumbitch in the gut, and give him a stone cold stunner for good measure, then stick him on a table and Jeff Hardy his ass. But that's just me. I get excited about these crazy wrestling things. Oh, wait, speaking of wrestling, we are literally 24 hours away from the infamous Extreme Rules, the first pay-per-view following a very, very insane WrestleMania. Tons of matches on the cards. Everybody has their favorites. Obviously, they all want to see exactly if Seth Rollins has what it takes to basically hold the reins when he's the top dog. They all want to see exactly if Roman Reigns was basically brought up too soon. If Dean Ambrose Dean Ambrose is basically as crazy as people say. Hell, they want to find out if they're going to have a CM Punk sighting, since how Extreme Rules happens to be in Chicago. What the hell is going on there? Bottom line is that with the Blackhawks playing tonight, it works out perfectly for them, because with the Blackhawks playing tonight, if the Blackhawks can finish it off tonight, that'll make Chicago feel a lot better. But if they know for a fact that Game 7 is on the horizon, that could be bad for business. Just throwing it out there. UFC also has a big pay-per-view tonight, which is going back and forth so much. But the biggest one of all, Michael the Count Bisping taking on CB Dollaway, Demetrius Johnson getting back in there, defending the flyweight championship, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, the return of the craziest, twisted, sadistic, mouthiest, bitch trash talking mofo, north, south, east, and west of crazy Memphis, Mississippi. I'm talking about Quentin Rampage Jackson. After a short little stint with Bellator, he's back. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think's going to happen next is what you pay to find out. And let me tell you this much here, is that it's going to be a fun weekend, no matter what the hell happens. However, I'm all good with the inevitable, which is most likely I will be hanging that up for yet another season, because quite frankly, my team is that way. I don't know what better way to say it. Well, I think, let me see if I can figure this out here. I mean, it kind of kills me that everything has gone the way it has. But the bottom line is that I look forward to a great weekend filled with sports, another sports filled with a crazy weekend. I'm looking forward to tonight, Sparta Combat League, Army versus Marines. And that one is actually 2 shows. There were so many fights, we have to break it down into 2 shows. First show is at 1 p.m. Second show is at 7 p.m. And look what I got. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, if you're wanting to go to Sparta Combat League and happen to be in the Loveland, Colorado area, I do have a pair of tickets available right here in my hands, free and clear. The only thing you have to do is find the captain, scream soft, and guess what? Tickets will be in your hands. You get to go to the 1 p.m. show today, this afternoon, with yours truly and a couple of my special crazy friends. So bottom line is that who wants to go to Sparta? Who wants Sparta? Come find the captain, and the captain shall deliver. Keep knocking on the devil's door. The devil's going to sooner or later answer. That's what my grandmama always told me. So guess what? This devil's answering. I'll be at the Budweiser Event Center prior to those doors opening. So if you want them, come and get them, because I'll be waiting. This has been the captain. This has been TLC. We leave you now. Wait, weren't you going to say something? Yeah, I was, but I can't remember what it was. What was I going to call those guys? Somebody spell it out for me. Please spell it out for me. Thank you. This has been the captain. This has been TLC. We'll see you guys next week. And now, like I said, I'm comfortable with what's coming, but my alter ego, on the other hand, is not. A special message to the St. Louis Blues. I don't know what it is. The tape was just brought to me, and apparently, somebody about to learn today. We'll see y'all next week. This used to mean something. Wearing this meant that you were part of an elite, that you were part of the best, that you were unstoppable. Wearing this meant that teams feared you. Now, it just means you're a piece of shit. I'm talking to you. Talking to all you boys who don that note and show up there on the ice every night. You suck. I mean, how many times do you have to get your ass kicked before you start thinking something's got to change? And guess what? Last night was living proof. 4 games. No, sorry. 5 good games, and nothing's been any different. I can tell you this right now, that St. Louis Blues, Ken Hitchcock, you better cut Ken Hitchcock short. Because Ken Hitchcock is clearly not ready to take that next step. Either that or he's being bought. Either way, Ken Hitchcock, I got a few words to say to you. Oh, and
swallow my baby butter.
Oh, and of course.
You should just smile and blow me.
And
Teabagging twat.
simple enough for you? No?
You're a shit-stained asswipe.
How about that one? Bottom line is that last night I saw the complete implosion and demise of the St. Louis Blues. In fact, I can honestly sit here and tell you right now, if I could sit here and change my pick from the Blues to the Wild, I guarantee you, I would literally change it from the Blues to the Wild, because I honestly don't think the Blues have what it takes. Like last year over again. The only difference between last year and this year, well, really nothing. We're gonna have 6 games in that series. We're guaranteed to have that. But we're also gonna have, how you put it, we're also going to have the Wild win at home in their backyard tomorrow night or afternoon. Who fucking cares? Bottom line is that I have literally sat here and donned the colors of the Redbirds, the Blue Notes, and the Ramheads for God knows how long. All my life, practically. And the only team, let's put it like this. Let's say, the Redbirds have shown up. The Rams have been trying to show up. The Notes, on the other hand, the Notes, they just can't seem to buy anything. The furthest I've seen them go since I've been breathing was the Western Conference Final against Colorado, and they couldn't even beat the Avs. So the way I sit here and look at it is that maybe it's time for a change in management in St. Louis. You can't rely on your baseball team to keep your fans happy. It's got to be up to somebody else. So, fuck it. So I'm going to stick to this. Coming up tomorrow is the biggest game in the careers of every single one of those guys. And I'm telling you right now, I am telling you this right here, right now, flat out. Flat out, if the St. Louis Blues do not win this game, there will be an auction to follow. And the shit like this will be auctioned off. No, there's no autographs on it. There's no big time stories on it. It's just the fact that if I want it soft in my world, I just go find a woman and bring her over. Fact of the matter is this. The Notes need to get it done tomorrow, and they can't get it done, then everybody, every hockey fan, every sports fan, every last one of you, I need you to do this. I need you to do this. I need you to invade Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all of them, and send a special message to the St. Louis Blues. I need you to do this because they deserve it. Doug Armstrong, Ken Hitchcock, all of you Blues, you have become the one thing that I wish he hadn't. And if you don't understand, then let me spell it out for ya. That's right, St. Louis Blues. S-A-W-F-T. You've become soft. Proving